All right. So, first things first. Obviously, outpost directives. The normal outpost directives, you can claim 100 per day. So you get 600. You get 700 a week. You need 600 to do a start. Um, so over the course of a month, over 30 days, you'll get 3,000, which is 5 starts over the course of a month. That's not bad. You get 5 for free here just by doing your claim every single day. If you go into when we have alliance tournaments, there'll be additional sourcing for those there. The Outpost Battle Pass has been shortened. It's now only a 7 day run, and it will run at the end of the month. And the free track has an additional one, and the paid track has two more. So realistically, you can do, 7 to like 14 or 15 outposts during a month, depending on how active you are. And for something that was supposed to be a, temporary, short-term kind of thing that would just sort of pop up at the end of every month, it does seem like they've made a good balance with it sticking around longer. So I like this part. The elite one, I know they got into a little bit of a wording issue. They kind of said one thing and we're like, wait a minute, that's not right. It actually should have been this. And obviously, some people's feelings are hurt, and understandably so. I mean, what they published is not what they intended it to be or what it actually is in game. That feedback has been all given to them. So, obviously, players not thrilled at the corrected version, but the corrected version actually makes sense given on what's going actually on in game. So, as again, this is the one team and another team kind of not getting on the same page before information all went live. You can blame it on the holidays and people being off, or something that they're still working on internally after however many years. But it is something that they have acknowledged is still an issue, and they do want to do better on. So hopefully, we'll correct issues like this going forward. But elite outposts, so it's a 6.5 day cooldown. Basically, it's a 7 day cooldown, right? 6 hours, 6 days, 20 hours, 22 hours, something like that. So basically, it's a once a week pull. The regular pull is only half of an outpost. So if you're just doing the cheap pull, the single chest pull, you'll be able to do two a month from here. And then I think you get one more from the paid track of the outpost pass. So that'd be three. If you can do high enough outposts that you get enough of the retaliation plunder that you can double pull this chest, then you can basically do one a week, which is four, plus the extra one. Um, if you buy the outpost battle pass, that'll get you the extra one. That'll get you to five. Certainly, again, a feature that wasn't supposed to be a full-time, active, do it whenever you feel like kind of thing. They're trying to find a sweet spot with it. I think it's okay. Again, the issue really only becomes because they said something else in the blog post. If they hadn't said anything and even done a blog post and just were like, "Hey, this is in game and this is what's going on," I think people would have been fine with it. They'd been like, "Oh yeah, I saw some in the tournament last week," or okay, so there's some there that I can get. The elite ones seem to be kind of chintzy, but we'll get by. And as I get better at these, I'll get more plunder, so I can do more the pulls here to start sourcing these more consistently. And I think everybody would have been happy with that. But unfortunately, they said something that they shouldn't have said that didn't match up with what's going on and what was intended to be going on. And now it's an issue. It didn't need to be an issue, but now it is. So we'll have to wait and see exactly what happens from here. If it's a one-time we're sorry compensation chest where they just give out a bunch of directives, if they find a sweet spot and meet somewhere in the middle or find an additional sourcing mechanism, I suggested putting is since these are in the Alliance tournament store, put these in there too. Um, let people get an extra 900, which would be an extra one and a half. That was my throw at the wall, see what sticks. It gives people another sourcing mechanism, but it's a limited time mechanism and it's an extra one and a half. So if you're only doing the half pulls, maybe to get you there a little bit better. If you're doing double pulls, okay, well, it's an extra one and a half a month. It does add up. It is a cumulative factor over the course of a year, of course. You're talking about 18 extra outposts potentially over the course of a year, which is a lot more loot. And we'll do better sourcing for things that we love in the second half of this tree, whether it's officers or Cisco or that fleet commander seat. And we'll go from there.